good going, YouTube, man? It's your boy J Smalls. I'm coming at y'all boys with another video, man. And today, as y'all can see, we're reacting to the Kevin Durant trade. Just took a crazy turn by AM Hoops. Now, I've been seeing some things on my social media feed about KD to the Spurs is pretty much guaranteed or locked in and whatever just has been announced. No, it's not. If that happens, brother, y'all got a problem. But if you've been clicking on this video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. So I'm saying, hopefully you're having a fantastic and incredible day. Shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, allowing me to be here, allowing y'all to be here. Just everything He's done for us. Truly, thank you, Jesus. But with all that being said, without further ado, man, let's see what did we talk about, man. Give it up.
We now know when the Kevin Durant trade will happen and what teams he might go to. A ton of news.
I kind of want to see him on Spurs, though, at the same time, even though I feel like it's really
and a crazy new team involved in this. And one of these reporters is John Gambadoro from Phoenix. Dude is so plugged in
Never heard
that
this guy
KD's
before.
people have
when it comes to sports analysts and knowledge, bro, I'm not. Actually, never mind.
And if he's reporting BS, he gets a call screaming in his ear about it, but nothing. This wild new team for KD is legit. So Shams reports that the trade is coming soon, in the next 2 to 3 weeks before the NBA draft.
Hey, hold on, give me some time, baby. You know, I need to process this. The Warriors, but never mind. Actually, I don't know.
Capital.
Yeah, the Warriors. Nah, we have to give too much for Kevin Durant.
A lot in these KD trade packages. For example, the Spurs have both picks number 2 and number 14. Both will be crucial in the deal, so it's got to happen before the draft for Phoenix. But who are the other teams involved? Well, in just a few weeks, Durant will be a brand new member of the Rockets, Spurs, Timberwolves, Knicks, Heat, or Clippers. Yes.
If I'm Kevin Durant and I go to the Heat, I'm retiring on spot. I'm not playing that season. I would not want to go to the Knicks. We're not doing nothing. The Timberwolves are pretty fine. The two best options here are the Spurs and the Timberwolves. If this brother goes to the Clippers, bro, wait, who the heck are they going to give up for him now? Well, Harden? I don't know who they give up, but that's besides the point. If I'm Kevin Durant and I got to go hoop in a Clippers jersey, bro, I know Kevin Durant love hoop and all that. He just want to hoop. But, bro, the whole point of you getting traded is to have a better chance of winning. All that is down a drain. Heat, Clippers, and Rockets. The Rockets, I'm sorry, he go to Rockets, they still ain't doing jack. Only chance he got is the Knicks, maybe, Spurs, and Timberwolves. Yo, if I'm Kevin Durant, I'm forcing my way to the Spurs, really to the Spurs. Timberwolves I'm fine with. I'm really forcing my way to the Spurs right here. And when this whole Clippers stuff started, bro. Because I saw that too yesterday. I'm like, the Clippers? No.
Clippers are now involved in Kevin Durant. But what could they even trade?
They ain't Warriors, man. Oh, I mean, he didn't want to come. He just gave up.
Question is, could they beat other teams' offers? But before that, the Suns did something very weird. In a complete mess, most expensive team ever, and missed the playoffs, the owner, Matt Ishbia, hires a new
I'm not even gonna lie.
Ever, and missed
you see this guy right here? No diss to Bradley Beal. My brother scammed the Phoenix Suns. Or whoever he signed that contract with to begin with. That is a scam of the century. He's making like, what, 200 and some mil, bro, for like, what, 4 or 5 years. Now, obviously, it's probably not that much years now because he's made the contract with a no trade clause, bro. He didn't pull nowhere near as bad of a Ben Simmons. But when you think about it, he low-key just pulled a Ben Simmons. Bro, Bradley Beal the past few years has not been the Bradley Beal I remember on the Washington Wizards right next to John Wall. He acting like he was different. He was going crazy. Now, Bradley Beal, like, he's low-key a casual. At this point, he's just another casual, if I'm not mistaken. For the past years now, he has played like an all-star for moments, you know what I'm saying? And probably a couple games. But for the most part, as of now, he's just a casual, bro. And no trade clause. He gonna go wherever the heck he want. Scam by Bradley Beal. That's what I'm talking about, bro. He ain't talking about Ben Simmons, though. Ben Simmons is crazy.
The owner, Matt Ishbia, hires a new top front office guy, Brian Gregory, who no one had ever heard of before. Why? Because he is a college coach the last 30 years. His first ever NBA job was 11 months ago when he got hired by the Suns. And how did he even get that job? because he was an assistant at Michigan State when
he's
Matt
the head
Ishbia
coach?
played there. And you might say, who cares? I mean,
GM.
nobody knows like potential and secrets in the draft than a college guy who's been there.
What in the politics is going on around here? GM. Like that?
30 years. He knows all the young talent probably better than any other GM. Yeah,
True.
if the Suns had any draft picks, which they don't, and Matt Ishbia even says he refuses to build through the draft with high picks. So this is the exact opposite of a guy that you would want to lead your front office. They need like a trade expert or a cap guru in the new CBA era, which is killing them, by the way. Not some guy who's going to learn on the job. So why did this guy even get it? Just because he had connections to Michigan State. Oh, and by the way, the new Suns coach, Jordan Ott. I mean, when they announced the finalist list for the new Suns head coach, we all knew Jordan Ott was going to get the job because he went to Michigan State. Ishbia is basically running this team like a small family business, but
This is what I hate about basketball, and this is why the Suns are going to suck now. For all, the staff and the coaches or the GMs or whatever, or even like the high school directors or the college directors or boom, 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 whenever, dang, crazy voice. Whenever they start doing stuff like this where they hire people because A, they know them, they went to the same college, childhood friend, or whatever the heck it is, bro, that's what makes sports so bad, bro. The politics make sports unbearable for certain people that just are not in the clique or the political the world. Like some people, I ain't like, there'd be some people though, bro, that'd be so cold at hoops, bro. But they just not in the clique. Their coaches knows one of the players more than them, or XYZ. They know people, so obviously the kid who's tough, but he's kind of to himself. He don't really do too much. He not really a kisser if you see him trying to go. Or like he don't really suck up to the coach or whatever. He, you know what I'm saying, he just his own being. He just nice at hoops. He get his job done compared to the person that is, dang it, what's a coach's pet, kisses up to the coach, knows the coach, politics with the coach, and does all that extra stuff, bro. Obviously they're gonna, you know what I'm saying. In as far as like coaches getting hired, it's kind of the same thing, bro. It's about who you know. Low-key, not about how good you are. That's just kind of how life works. Low-key. It's not about how... I forgot. It's a quote. It's not about how good... I can't remember if it's about... It's not about how good you are. It's about who you know or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? Remember that.
It's not even the worst part. Ishbia sends out this email to the employees. Let me start with the most important point. The Phoenix Suns will do things very differently than most other NBA franchises. Okay, first of all, that is so obnoxious. It's like, okay, we get it. You're not like everybody else. You're special.
I mean, you need to be like
every
everybody
single
else.
Billionaire talks like this. They're all unique. I will be extremely active in the decisions and management of this organization.
Oh, no.
I will be deeply involved in ensuring that basketball operations is performing at the highest level. I'm aware that this approach is different from most other NBA franchises. I'm not the conventional NBA owner. And I've tried running the typical NBA owner playbook, hiring experts, getting out of the way, and none of us were happy with the outcome. What? There is so much wrong with that. First of all, after buying the team...
Brother, with all respect, you don't know what you're talking about.
First thing he did was force through the Kevin Durant trade. It was his idea to add Cam Johnson and more picks. Every employee who read this was probably like, what? Now he's going to be more involved? It's like he's not only lying to people's faces, but at the same time, he's trying to blame the current failure on somebody else, which is obviously BS. Also, can you stop with the constant I'm different than everyone else thing, please?
Suns fans, bro, y'all are cooked. Watching NBA basketball to watch the Suns, bro, you might as well just hang that up. Devin Booker, you need to get up out of here, bro. You're in trouble. You're in danger. Your career is not going nowhere. On this organization.
San Antonio.
I was supposed to say team, no. Organization. You feel what I'm saying?
Hire great people like Sam Presti or Greg Popovich and let them do their thing. No, Ishbia wants to be like the others. Like Vivek Ranadive, James Dolan, Jerry Jones in football. Owners who constantly meddle in basketball decisions and then blame other people by firing them every other year. Devin Booker has now had 8 different head coaches in upcoming seasons as an NBA player. And do you notice how many are Ishbia already? The old owner...
Dang, my brother Devin Booker has dang near had a new... They should have just kept Monty Williams at this point, bro. He had a new coach every year for four years straight. Then Monty Williams came. And then new coach every year after Monty... Like, bro, they should have just kept Monty Williams at this point, bro. They gonna just
dysfunctional for being like cheap.
They had Mike Budenholzer. Didn't he win coach of the year? At some point? Frank Vogel...
Guy ain't cheap, still dysfunctional. So by the way, how is there 0 Booker trade buzz? Oh, for one number, 75. That is how many millions of dollars Book is about to make per year on his next extension.
Dude!
Suns are about to make Booker the highest paid player of all time per year. Maybe he asks out after signing, but dude's about to make almost $1 million per NBA game. But we know that KD is about to go, so who is going to get him? Well, we already talked about the Timberwolves, who will not include Jaden McDaniels. The new team, the Clippers, obviously are all in, right? They could sign KD to a 2-year extension, which lines up his money on their books. So in 2028, they would have more cap space than anyone. But I believe off the table are Kawhi and Ivica Zubats, and the Suns don't even want James Harden.
So
now,
yeah,
Zub took such a huge leap last year. I think he's now untouchable. The deal is, Clips get KD for Norm Powell, Derrick Jones Jr., Bogdan Bogdanovic, and the number 30 pick.
If I'm the Suns, bro, if you're the Suns and you accept this trade, bro, you're an idiot. No diss, no Powell's pretty nice, Derrick Jones Jr., whatever, Bogdan Bogdanovic have his moments. If you accept this trade, you don't want to win ball games. You don't care about winning as a whole. But the Clippers are scheming with this. Now, I know their depth is not going to be that great. KD, Harden, Kawhi. Now, we already know Kawhi. No, I love Kawhi. He get injured a lot. Harden be having his problems somewhat. KD, he can be injured sometimes, bro. So that's the only downfall. But that'll be an interesting team to watch. I don't know how the depth going to work. But, I mean, hey.
Phoenix gets the high-quality depth that they need, including DJJ.
Bro, this is not... Bro, the Suns don't stand... We're talking about the West here. Maybe in the East, they might make the playoffs. They're not touching... They're not scraping the playoffs, buddy. All right? Come on now.
3-and-D player, Norman Powell, who is a fringe all-star, and a late first. But I think other teams could beat that offer, like the San Antonio Spurs.
Easy.
Now, that Phoenix reporter we talked about suggested they might actually be the front runner. Pair KD with Victor Wembanyama, and De'Aaron Fox could be lethal in the West. Plus, they got Fox for so cheap, they can still make this KD trade without gutting their roster.
Literally,
which is absolutely the first.
I like the way they rebuilding, bro.
You want to go somewhere that just gutted their roster to get him. So the deal is the Spurs get Durant for Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Sohan, and the number 14 pick.
That is nice. That is so nice. Oh, my mind almost fell. Hold on, chat. My bad, bro. That is such a great trade. All jokes aside. Jeremy Sohan's young. Vassell, I think, he's pretty young. He's pretty smooth with Harrison Barnes now. He's the old head, but he's still pretty nice. And you'll get the 14th pick. Yeah. Right, but I'm like, KD's going to the Spurs game. I ain't gonna lie to you, twin. Oh, dang. Hold on, my bad. Wait, dang. Wait, there you go. Boom.
Phoenix would love either the number 2 pick or current Rookie of the Year Stephon Castle, but reports say that there is 0 chance of them getting either of those. Instead, they have to just settle for Vassell, who's a 24-year-old 3-and-D wing, and that lottery pick, which is probably the best that Phoenix is going to get from any team outside of Houston who could offer number 10. But one name that we are not going to hear is Karl Anthony Towns from the Knicks. That same reporter says Phoenix has 0 interest in Cat, which is sad, actually, for somebody who's under 30 years old and a current NBA All-Star. But what about those Rockets? Well, they could
Cat,
win
bro.
this
They
trade.
mad at zestiness, bro. All jokes, maybe.
Okay, we don't even need to throw out the names. It's like Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr., that number 10 pick, whatever. God, they have got to hold on to all this ammo for somebody who's a little younger, right? I mean, maybe Devin
you don't
Booker.
give that
They
up.
have
No
to give
diss
Phoenix
to
their own
Kevin Durant, who's 37.
Obviously, Giannis is number 1 on everybody's list, but the last team to explore here is the Miami Heat. Now, we know Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo off the table, but so is Khalil Ware, okay? The rookie was way too good for Miami, who doesn't have any real draft picks coming up. They need to hold on to all the youth they can. So their offer is KD for Andrew Wiggins, Robert Williams III, Nikola Jovic, 2 first-round picks, and the Blazers get Duncan Robinson for Time Lord. Now, this trade comes from CBS, and I love it. Suns need a big man.
Trade.
Williams is perfect. But Miami has to offer more draft capital than anyone because they are refusing to put any of their higher-level talent in the deal. Out of all the trades, I think this one is least likely.
Yeah,
but
Jovic,
Rob Williams, 2 picks is tasty. But either way, there is a lot of drama in Phoenix right now. They need this KD trade to boost their next era of Suns basketball. But does it even matter with such a crazy owner in charge? But there is also a new twist in the Giannis trade. I don't think this Knicks report is
advertise for the next video, but this will be the end of the video. Let me know what videos y'all want me to react to, man, and let me know where y'all think Kevin Durant gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But if you did stay this long to the end, I truly do appreciate you for watching. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're having a fantastic and blessed day, and shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here. I already said that. Have a blessed day, Jesus' name. With all that being said, without further ado, I want to see young boys in the next one, man. Yeah.